About 3 decades ago, our great union was going through somewhat of a social metamorphosis as millions were realizing it was time for a change. Adding to the confusion, at least in some people's minds, was the coach down in El Paso, Texas, deciding to start 5 African-American round ballers. UTEP head basketball coach Don Haskins describes the mindset that existed in his community back in 1966.
Well, it was real easy. We'd done that 3 years before. We just hadn't played an all-white team in the national championship game. El Paso, Texas has never been, I know, on that team we had 7 black players, and I used to have coaches ask me, say, what's your quota? Never heard the word quota here. And it was no problem. If we had any problems, I never was aware of it. And I think it's an easy decision to play your best 5 players.
Haskins, affectionately known as the Bear, is a member of Basketball's Hall of Fame. Major League Baseball Hall of Famer Joe Morgan has smoothly made the transition from a star on the field to an award-winning performer behind the mic. The ESPN broadcaster talks about what jump-started his career in the booth.
Well, as I got towards the end of my career, a couple of people, Al Michaels, who works for ABC, was working for the Reds, and he suggested I think about it. And then I talked to a couple of other people who were in the broadcast profession, and they suggested I do it. So I was fortunate that when I retired, the Reds had an opening in their broadcast situation, and they took me, and I went on and from there.
Morgan, a former Houston Astro, still has a special feeling whenever he steps inside of the dome.
Well, it's always a big thrill to come back here to the Astrodome because, my professional baseball career started here, a big league career started here in Houston, and, I'll always have a fond spot in my heart for the Houston Astros because they gave me an opportunity to play. Even though I went to Cincinnati and other places, this is still kind of home for me.
Little Joe has certainly done the community of Bottom, Texas quite proud.